Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Mystic's Heart. Welcome to a morning with the Mystic Angels, the magical Mystic Angels of light. And welcome to a brand new day in your life. I invite everybody to take a great big deep breath. If you haven't already done so today, bring some oxygen and some goodness into your physical body. And exhale. And another deep breath in. Pause for just a moment. And exhale. And one more time, taking in another deep breath with a bit of a pause. And exhaling. Welcome to the Mystic's Heart. Welcome to a brand new and beautiful day in 2023. And I would like to begin by thanking everyone who has ordered one of the new decks, the Magical Mystic Angels of Light. It's about the magic of the angels, the wisdom teachings, and applying it to every day of our lives. That's what we're here for today, for a bit of inspiration in this year 2023. So I'm going to begin by drawing a card from the Empowerment deck for everyone. And so I'm going to shuffle the deck. Hey, Holly Hagen, good morning. The chat room is open, everyone, so come on in. Good morning, Carla Jo. It's good to have you here. The Archangel Ambriel is the card that I've drawn for all of us this morning. Ambriel, the Prince of Protection, the Divine Orator. A muddled mind, clouded emotions, auric attachments, a broken heart, or poisonous toxins are often the greatest obstacles to clear communication with spirit and with those around us. So too does a lack of understanding about our own divine nature. When it is clarity or a clearing that you seek, the Archangel Ambriel, pure in spirit, and laden with divine love, will assist you. I love that. Beyond the veil of our human experiences resides the truth of our oneness with our source, the eternal sea of cosmic love. The Archangel Ambriel is the patron protector of seers and sensitives, and one of the things that Ambriel bids us to do is to know ourselves. Know thyself is a keynote of the Archangel Ambriel. And that's not always easy to do, is it? Knowing who we are, in the multiplicity of who we are. We are divine beings, we are ancient beings having this human experience. And within us resides all of our ancestors from wherever they may happen to be from, and all of their wisdom and their traditions and cultures and knowledge and experiences, and all of that is wrapped up in who we are on our human journey, let alone all of the things that we are experiencing in the present, in the here, and in the now. So clarity sometimes can be called for, and when we can't have clarity for the sake of having clarity of our own volition, it's really nice to know that there are outside of our physical sphere of understanding, outside places and resources to help us gain clarity. So there you go. Ambriel. Good morning, Victoria. It's good to see you in the chat room this morning. Okay. Good morning, Mary Ellen. I'm guessing maybe you're sitting there with your lovely daughter. Welcome to the Mystic's Heart. I have a wonderful cup of coffee in my jadeite coffee cup. Anyone who knows me knows that I love vintage glass. It is the one thing that what really reels me in on Etsy and Marketplace and vintage shops is American-made vintage glass. And this cup and saucer was a gift from Kevin and Kelly Spencer this year at Christmas. I love jadeite. Okay, Holly, I am going to draw a card for you. It is the Archangel Asariel, the ruler of waves, the angel of discernment. Oh, we are on a roll here. Discernment is the key to clarity and balance in all aspects of our spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional life, as well as our relationships in the seen and the unseen world. Discernment is a good thing. The Archangel Asariel helps us to gain clarity by dissolving the specters of illusion, rumor, chaos, clouded emotions, and the bonds of ignorance and negativity. Asariel helps us to uncover the truth of the matter for those who are seeking it. In this day and age of social media and the bombardment of just information, and not necessarily correct information, right? There's so much information that we're swimming in 24/7 in the modern day, let alone again in our spiritual life, mental, emotional life. Gaining clarity through discernment. Oh, that is such a wonderful and for me welcome thing. And the Archangel Asariel, along with the Archangel Ambriel, can help us gain clarity to discern what's real from what's unreal, what's gossip from truth. Also known as the Archangel of the Moon Tides. The key words for Asariel, Holly, are the waters of spirit, the pools of the psyche, the truth finder. Correspondences with nature and the natural rhythm of things that align with the Archangel Asariel, these are just a few of them, are emerald, silver, Neptune, Poseidon, green, the trident, willow, ash, carnation, the dolphin, Thursday, and frankincense. So you can see that there are a lot of natural correspondences to the angels. And so when we are creating sacred space to really get some work going, some clarity, some healing, some insight, some answers, each and every one of the angels. And there are countless angels. Each and every one of them is an emanation from the heart and mind, if you will, of Creator, each of them with their own signature, their own keynote, their own natural correspondences. And so just as though I received a gift from Kelly and Kevin of a jadeite cup and saucer because they know that American-made vintage glass is something very special to me, there are certain things that are very special to each and every one of what we call the angels. There are things that bring their energies closer. I don't know if that's a very good analogy, but apparently I'm really enjoying my jadeite cup and saucer this morning. I even have jadeite earrings. Fire King jadeite earrings from Kevin and Kelly for my 60th birthday. Mary Ellen, this one is for you. And by the way, I am teaching a year-long course regarding all 36 of the magical mystic angels. We are going to go into the sigils, into the symbols, drawing them, working with them, 3 each month for 12 months. And you can learn more about that at schoolofsacredstudies.com. Sandy Herrick and I begin teaching together almost a year-long series in February, begins in February through the end of the year, in the realms of shadow, darkness, light, all of those good sorts of things, soul retrieval, soul disconnection, soul loss, what lurks around in what we call the shadow, or the realms of denser vibration, darkness, call it what you will. It is an advanced curriculum, and you can learn more about that as well at schoolofsacredstudies.com. We are very excited to begin teaching that. It has been requested of us for a few years now, and so we are diving into it. Mary Ellen. Holly saying, I have my grandmother's Fire King glass pie plate that I adore. Oh, wow. That just gives me shivers right up my spine. I love Fire King. I love Carnival glass, Jeanette ware, all of it. Depression glass, Fostoria, the list goes on and on. I really enjoy it. There's just something, for me, comforting about it. I think it's a connection to a time or people of that time that feels peaceful and homey and comforting to me. And maybe it's because I love Turner Classic Movies. I don't know. But there's just something about the whole diner, American Diner, and Woolworths, and visiting Woolworths as a kid. My friend Shannon Omitis, her mom worked at the Woolworths counter in St. Paul, Minnesota. And I used to go there, right? When I got my driver's license, I would drive there and sit at the diner and get a soda from the diner. Boy, I guess I'm aging myself, huh? And there's nothing like a fresh, cold, icy cold Coca-Cola that comes from a counter, right? A diner counter in a Woolworths or any other such place. And then up north in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, at the dime store up north, where when I used to visit my grandmother and grandfather as a kid, I would go to the dime store because I could walk to the dime store there in Newberry, Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula. And my aunt worked behind the luncheon counter. And they used the jadeite and all of the old-fashioned ice cream cups and sundae cups and plates and all of that sort of a thing. And I remember, sitting on one of those stools at the countertop and ordering lunch from my aunt. And I guess it's just really a matter of fond memories and times of peacefulness of my youth and comfort. And so I keep that in my home today. I enjoy it. Thank you for sharing that, Holly. Okay, Mary Ellen, this one is for you. It is the Archangel Anael, the celestial king and queen, the ruler of the third heaven. Star being communications, astrology, astronomy, and ancient galactic wisdom teachings are the halls of education overseen by the Archangel Anael. Our relatives from the starry realms are always communicating with us through visions, sacred geometry, mathematics, celestial light, color, and sound. With the gentle assistance of Anael, we can learn to work more closely with them and understand their unique and primordial systems of communication. They have much to teach, and we have much to learn about the cosmos, the planets in our constellation, about the stars, the sun, the moon, Venus. The correspondences, some of them with the Archangel Anael, are Venus, Isis, Osiris, Arcturus, Pleiades, Jasmine, June, butterflies, Taurus, Libra, rose oil, rose quartz, emerald, also known as the rose angel. The key word that I use anyway for Anael are cosmic union. So it's union with our own astrology. I, being a Scorpio with my moon in Cancer, I make sure that I study my astrology. It helps me understand myself and the way that I view the world and the way that the world perhaps views me. Last night, late at night, I got a text message from my daughter. She was standing in my grandson's bedroom and she watched, as she describes it, my very scientific daughter, she watched a blue orb. She described it as like a falling star, or excuse me, a shooting star, shooting across his bedroom. She said, there I was, and I saw it, and it was silver, and it was blue, and it shot across his bedroom. What is going on? Why does my son have a shooting star? Well, sometimes the angels appear in such ways because we have to remember that the angels, they can appear as human, but they are energy. And they come from the sound waves and essences and starry origins. And they manifest in many ways. My grandson's Indian name, Wichapkigli Hokshila, an ancient star has returned, has significance. And I think that was last night what was witnessed was evidence of our connection to the divine, to the celestial, to the stars, to the planets. I think it's really important that we learn about those things. So, Mary Ellen, it's all about your astrology, your connection to the stars, my dear. And the moon tides, sunrises and sunsets. And enjoying those. Cosmic union doesn't mean we have to become an astronomer. Doesn't mean that we have to become an astrophysicist. Sometimes it just means appreciating a beautiful sunrise or the peacefulness of a sunset. Okay, Carla Joe, this one is for you, my friend. The Archangel Raziel. I love that, Raziel. The Angel of Mysteries, the Keeper of Secrets. Wow, that's a pretty good handle, isn't it? The Keeper of Secrets. Our knowledge becomes our understanding when we walk through the experiences that we have only read about or been educated to. Isn't that the truth? In turn, our personal experiences become wisdom that we are then able to share with others, offering insights that can only be given by someone who has experience firsthand. The Archangel Raziel assists us in understanding the wisdoms of the universe and the wisdom to be gleaned from our earthly, human experiences. Additionally, the splendid Archangel assists us in mining deeper meanings in our circumstances and assists us in gleaning and understanding deep, universal mysteries. Call upon this angel of celestial mysteries to help you find deeper meaning in your experiences, to go deeper into your spiritual study, or to assist you in seeing the truth at the heart of any matter. I really like the information, and there's so much information, and you can only fit so much on a small card or within a book. about the Archangel Raziel. We all have experiences in our lives. Some of them are magnificently joyful, and some are the what just happened to me experiences. And in either case, we often look for deeper understanding, especially those experiences that come with the, did that really just happen to me? Asterisk, did that just really happen to me? And we can seek guidance from those around us. And we can help ourselves by seeking guidance from those in the unseen world. Raziel is one of those helpers, just like our ancestors who have gone before us, that are illuminated ancestors, elevated ancestors. They can help us to understand why certain things have gone on in our lives, why we've walked through a certain experience. And again, whether we chalk it up to being a joyful experience or a painful experience or a confusing experience, Raziel helps us to see the deeper meaning of something that is occurring or something that did happen. And when we delve deeper, I believe, into an experience that we've had, we become knowledgeable. And before you know it, the knowledge of that experience and why it happened, and maybe the benefit of why it happened, becomes our wisdom. And we're able to share that wisdom. Sometimes it takes years to understand a situation. Sometimes it's a spontaneous understanding, the aha moment. But I do believe that there's wisdom to be gained from the experiences of our lives. And we can gain that wisdom and we can set it aside, or we can carry that wisdom with us. The correspondences that go with the Archangel Raziel, the natural correspondences, are clear quartz and all colors of the rainbow. I like that. The cosmic disco ball, also known as the angel of lawmakers and lawyers. Archangel Raziel is also known as an angelic wizard. Some of the key words of the Archangel Raziel are knowledge, wisdom, alchemy, and spiritual gifts. I think that's pretty perfect for you, Carla Jo. I love the sigil and the symbolism on these cards. Thank you to everyone who's purchased the cards, either digitally, because we know that the digital cards are animated. They are animated. If you go to denisefrancisco.com and you click on the Temple Within, you can find how to download the animated magical mystical angels onto your iPhone or your iPad. Or if you like good old-fashioned cards that you can hold in your hand, you can also find that there. For those of you who are Patreon members, thank you for being patrons of the Temple Within. I appreciate each and every one of you tremendously. You get a discount on the cards and also the classes that I teach, as my way of saying thank you for your $10 pledge each month. I enjoy making those monthly classes for each of you to enjoy. Victoria, this one is for you. I'm going to take a moment here to share that we've got this going on this morning for a few more minutes. At 12:30 today, Lily Cosme and I will be co-hosting an update on the Gathering Thunder Foundation podcast. I've been told that it's not very professional of me to type during this, but I'm not always that professional, and we're all friends here, so just bear with me, please, as I share. Okay, that we are all together. I love the fact that we all get together, and it's not about being professional, it's about sharing information in sacred space. So to those of you that feel I'm being unprofessional by typing into the chat room or typing as I'm doing my show, my apologies. And yep, I'm going to keep doing it anyway because it's how I operate. All right, Carla Joe, you are welcome. You're right, it fits pretty well. Keeper of Secrets hit me and made me giggle. Oh, goodness. We are coming up on a new moon. I believe on the, the 21st? A new moon. All right. Victoria, this one is for you. It's the angel Thoth. Thoth. Oh, there are many names for Thoth, aside from being an angelic being. Also known as the first priest king of Atlantis and messenger of healing light. I think that's pretty appropriate for you, Victoria, because your altars that you create with crystals and stones and elements of nature are absolutely extraordinary. I have thought more than once, Victoria, that having a book of your altars, just each page of the book, a color portrait, color photo of your extraordinary altars, healing altars, would be really a treasure. An absolute treasure. They are something to experience and look at. Thank you for sharing them with me as you are inspired to do so. Some of you may have seen Victoria's crystal altars that she's inspired to create based on what she is being inspired by. And they truly are extraordinary. Something else. Whew. Angel Thoth, the alchemist, with the keynotes being transmute and transform. Heal your thoughts and you heal your mind. Heal your body and you heal your world. Heal your emotions and you heal your spirit. Heal your past and you heal your present. Phew. I like that. Create a sacred space each day for yourself to consciously breathe. Meditate and contemplate the fitness of your entire being. Invite the presence of Thoth and all of the healing angels of light to gently restore balance within your body, mind, spirit, and emotions. Take your time. Healing is a process, not a race. With healing comes self-love, deep revelations, divine knowledge, and ancestral wisdom. Allow the restoration of your wellness to unfold lovingly, carefully, and compassionately. Some of the correspondences that relate to the angel Thoth are gold, silver, the emerald tablets. Love the emerald tablet teachings. Light, the caduceus, Hermes, Atlantis, the 7 essential oils for healing: lotus, sandalwood, amber, cashmere, rose, jasmine, musk, and red amber. Some of the keywords that pertain to the Angel Toth: as above, so below; as below, so above. That is a potent, potent card. The Angel Toth. Love that. Good morning, Lady Hawk. Good to have you here from the great state of Texas. Bingo. Absolutely. You're right about that, Holly. Better late than never. That's right. It's good to have you here, Lady Hawk. And this one is for you. Ooh, the Archangel Metatron. This is one of my very favorite pieces of artistry from the extraordinary artist known as David Fix. In fact, I have a gigundous version of it right next to me here in my office studio. The Archangel Metatron, ruler of the celestial spheres, also known as the Chancellor of Heaven. This is quite a meaty one, M-E-A-T-Y. The ancient and sacred wisdom teachings of all time do not change. It is our capacity to understand them and apply them that does. For you, dear mystic, Lady Hawk, a time of exquisite transformation is at hand. New teachers and ancient teachings are being placed upon your path. The Archangel Metatron, celestial guide to wise seers and learned sages, aids modern-day mystics, just as he assisted the mystics of old. I love that. Modern-day mystics, just as the mystics of old. We have always existed. For a while, perhaps we were shadowed, overshadowed, done away with, right? Set aside. We had to go underground, not talked about. Various things about us modern day mystics that I feel certain ways about, because I'm certain that the mystics of old are also in my bloodline. That's a whole other show, right? Maybe sometime Carla Jo can come on with me to talk about the Dark Ages and the burnings and all of that kind of a thing. But back to the Archangel Metatron, I do digress. The Archangel Metatron, celestial guide to wise seers and learned sages, aids modern-day mystics, just as he assisted the mystics of old in gaining access to the higher wisdom schools and the teachings contained within. Fresh insights and inspired understandings of cosmic workings are now being revealed, Lady Hawk. Some of these gems may surface in teachings and in the corridors of higher learning that you thought you had thoroughly scoured, researched, and mastered. It is essential for you to be mindfully awake and consciously aware during this period of advancement. Remember to set aside a time of sacred space, conscious breathing and meditation, or quiet time with Metatron and esoteric study each day. Isn't it astonishing? Well, at least it is to me. I'll talk from my perspective. I can think to myself, is there another ounce of anything that I could possibly learn about insert a subject? only to find out, maybe a week later, a year later, 10 years later, that there's so much more to learn, to study, to apply, to expand upon. I think that's one of my favorite things about being on a journey with Spirit, with myself, is that there's always so much more to learn. I find that fascinating and explore, but I'm somebody who loves to study and explore. I hope that I always feel that I'm never done learning, never done applying. And the reason that I say that is the way that I apply what I knew 10 years ago and the way that I apply it now can be vastly different. And I think that there's a whole world of study about how we apply what we read in a book, what we learned in a class. And I think that the application can change just as much as what we've learned. How do you all feel about that? I feel that application is always evolving as well, because we're always evolving. So may I never say that I'm done taking a class, that I'm done reading books, that I'm done applying, or the way that I currently apply will always be. May it always be changing and morphing and becoming. Oh, thank you for that, Catherine. And if somebody disagrees with my thought, please do share. But yeah, I think that we're always evolving. All right, so some of the correspondences with the one known as Metatron are, and I love this because I actually have a meteorite ring. Meteorite, diamond, all crystals, brilliant white, mistletoe, Metatron's cube, the prophet Enoch, and that word Enoch actually is something of a title because it means seer. Frankincense, the patron angel of seers, with the keywords of wisdom, ascend, solar self, and initiation. Victoria says, wow, Dana, thank you so much for the beautiful cards. Also, your words about my healing grids makes my heart sing. They are spectacular and make it gorgeous just to sit with. I mean, those would make magnificent empowerment cards or oracle cards. A deck of your healing grids. Whew. Carla Jo is sharing, as we age, we see things differently with new eyes, so to speak. I agree with that. I agree with that. I always want to be somebody who's learning from others in the seen and the unseen worlds. It's something that I walk every day, and I know that each and every one of you do as well. And it does change over time, the way that we see things based on our experiences. Sometimes discernment comes with age, and sometimes boldness comes with age. I know that as I've aged, I've become more bold about certain things and more discerning about other things. And I apply them as I see to, fit to do so in any given moment of time. Holly is sharing, I agree. How I apply what I have learned over time has become less mechanical and more instinctual. I like that. Thank you for sharing that, Holly. It just becomes part of our second nature, I believe. I like that. Thank you. I'm going to draw a card for myself today. I drew one the other day. And today's a new day. Oh, one of my favorites, Yehudia. I love the artwork for Yehudia. I just like saying Yehudia. I'll just be honest. I love that word. I love the name. Angel Yehudia is known as the divine leader, the caretaker of souls. To everything there is a season, a purpose, and a reason. Transitioning from a job, relationship, mindset, community, or path of learning to another can be exciting and frightening all at the same time. Invite the angel Yehudia to gently assist you during the changes that the flow of life brings. If someone you love is in the process of transitioning from the physical world to the world of spirit, Yehudia will help to deliver them lovingly and carefully home. Some of the correspondences to the angel Yehudia are the Zohar. I actually keep a copy of the Zohar in my bedroom and also in my reading room. The month of September, Sapphire, Virgo, the Sunflower, Marigold, Mercury, the Great Pyramid at Giza. Also known as the Angel of Transitions, Let Go, Accept, and Soar. I love that. Caretaker of Souls. I'm going to put that right here on my desk so that I can look at it throughout the course of the day and be with it. I'd like to thank you all for joining me this morning, getting ready for a morning with clients. And then again at 12:30, Lily and I will be back at it, talking about Gathering Thunder Foundation and all that we were able to accomplish in 2022 and where we are headed in 2023. I know that all of you in some way or another support Gathering Thunder Foundation, and I want to thank you for that. Today is a special day. The Fort Robinson Runners are passing through Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota, and my elder sisters will be feeding the runners as they pass through. Gathering Thunder Foundation has been the sponsor of today's meal for many years now, and that was started by my brother-in-law, Buzz Wilmer, young man afraid of his horses, 20 years ago, over 20 years ago. I believe it's like 27 years ago or something like that. And today is no exception. So if you could lift a prayer or a good thought for all of the runners that are making the 400-mile journey from Fort Robinson, Nebraska, back up to the Cheyenne Reservation, the Northern Cheyenne Reservation in Montana, it would be greatly appreciated. With that, everybody, get out there today. Let your light shine. Be who you came here to be. As St. Catherine of Siena said, if you are who you truly were meant to be, you will set the world on fire with your light. Get out there and do that. That's wonderful. Words of wisdom from Catherine of Siena. Blessings be, everybody. Let your light shine.